good in the hood? Going on in the hood. Going on in the hood. What's really good in the hood? It is your Wakanda Griot Theo B. And yeah, we got a live and impromptu live and everything like that. I figured we could, ask some questions. Now tell him says I like to ask different questions. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. Let me adjust the lighting in here and everything like that. You have to excuse the echo. Kind of is what it is. Brand new spot. Right. We still waiting to get some stuff. So we standing up. But why can't T'Challa get what Bruce gets? Yeah. I'm gonna see if we live real quick, because I understand sometimes we think we live, but we might not be live. Yeah, we live. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you what it was. I was minding my own John Brown business, driving down Los Santos Freeway, after having, partaken of the heart-shaped herb, and I was just, with so much hype, started to say with so much drama in the LBC, but with so much hype being around Black Panther, stuff trending, T'Challa, Toussaint, Black Panther 3, stuff like that and everything like that, it got me to thinking, because, if you know me and I know you, and I know you and you know me, I'm a Batman fan. You know I'm a Batman fan. One of the things my daughter, shout out to her, congratulations to her, 25-year-old law school graduate, just started her professional career this past Monday, said, Dad, it always amazes me because I knew you as a Batman fan. I didn't know you as a Black Panther fan. And I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I get that. I said, I get that. It's one of them things where it's like, okay, all right, we here, we there, but my dog came out. It was like, okay, my dog is out and everything like that. And I had a black Mustang. I want to say a 2002 Mustang. I want to say it was called the Dark Knight. Yeah, that's what it was. Had all the Batman stuff in it. I doubt you could have found any type of Black Panther stuff back then, right? Because Bruce was always kept right there in front of you. Bruce is always right there. Bruce is a shadow at this particular point in time. Like if you're a nerd, if you take a step, you got a Batman shadow right there behind you and everything like that. So I'm sitting there, like I said, I'm driving down Los Santos Freeway. I'm thinking to myself, why T'Challa can't get what Bruce get? All things being equal, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, Bruce damn near had like a 20-year jump on my dog and everything like that. That's cool. I get that and everything. But superhero, right? Somebody's got bread. Somebody's a technological genius. There we go. My brother Natelum is in the building. He said, I'm so happy you guys moved into the new spot. God bless Theo, man. This here, God bless God. Thank you so much. I be wanting folks to understand, like, I don't really want to say, because it sound too, it's a saying. Everybody say it and everything like that. But when I say I'm too blessed to be stressed, like I ain't just saying that. It's like, no, I didn't see God move in some godly ways. Just I try my best not to even know what it is, the word. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. Let me pray on it, and let me have faith that God gonna work it out in my favor. So I definitely appreciate it, and I tell them, this gives me nostalgia vibes, because my first video I watched of you was staring in the kitchen way back then. we back to doing kitchen silliness. What goes around comes around. Amen. Yeah. And you got to be comfortable with that. You feel what I'm saying? You can't get too high on the hog. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, the message is still the message, and if you got that good, you got that good, regardless of where you at. So yeah, that's why I wanted folks to see the evolution, like see me here, see me there, see how I evolve and everything like that. Because if the story becomes a truly successful story, you can say exactly what you said. Damn, man, I remember when I used to see this dude in the video, in the kitchen. But nevertheless, as somebody who as somebody, there we go, that's better. As somebody who came in the comics, you know, Batman, Bruce Wayne, and everything like that, that was the first dude I was rocking with. You know what I'm saying? That was the dude I learned how to read and everything like that. But that was the dude where really it was like, take your time and think something through. You know what I'm saying? Because what we talking about, Denny O'Neil era and everything like that. Now, mind you, that was a comic book, right? That was a comic book. That wasn't the live action though. My live action was Adam West. Oh man, I remember going to the YMCA back in the day when they had the song YMCA. Yeah, damn, it was back then. Being a cadet back then, being a Cub Scout back then. Yeah, man, yeah. That thing was. You knew though as a fan that a Batman fan, there was a difference between what you saw on the TV and what you saw in the comic books, but you had it. You had it. And then we had the Super Friends. Yeah. We even though we understand the whole Black Vulcan situation, there are some of us that just wish they wouldn't put that character in there, point blank period. Or at the very least gave him some damn pants. Like, what the hell is this we got going? Ain't no brother walking out there like that. So but we had it though. And even with Batman being on ABC on the Super Friend, on the Super Friends, we had him on CBS. I think it was like the Batman Shazam Power Hour or something like that. Yeah. So we was, and God knows if you had one of those syndicated channels and everything like that, so you would be getting the Hanna-Barbera version of Batman and everything. So you was getting your feel of Batman all over the damn place. I can never remember being confused as a kid. I can't ever remember getting universes confused. I can't. I believe, if I remember correctly, what was on CBS was canon to CBS. What was happening on ABC was happening on ABC. It had a damn thing to do with CBS. It's amazing the comprehension skills you have as a child that they say you lack as a damn adult. What's going on syndicated television ain't got a damn thing to do with none of that other stuff. No. Yeah. None of it had nothing to do with any of it, and we accepted it. As Batman fans, we were eating. But it does beg the question. Why T'Challa can't get none of that? Ain't none of them in the same universes. They wasn't. They wasn't. And you had different versions of Bruce all over the place. You did. Sometimes he was kicking the bobo with Robin. Sometimes he wasn't. That did. Sometimes he had a Batmite. Sometimes he didn't. That just kind of is what that is. Sometimes he was part of a team. Sometimes he wasn't. We never got confused. We never came to school the next day going back and forth what mattered, what didn't matter, what came from what was the problem. We didn't have them conversations. We were Batman fans. We ate. The dude that watched Super Friends could have a conversation with the dude that watched Batman on CBS. The same dude that can have a conversation with Batman played by Adam West, Robin played by Burt Ward. The same dude that can have a conversation with somebody who was watching the Hanna-Barbera version of Batman. We could all talk and trade Batman comic books back and forth. Why T'Challa can't get that? Because I don't think nobody was arguing. I think if we use modern terminology, we're going to say that those were all variants. I think that's what we would say. Oh, they were for parallel Earths, alternate reality. Okay, cool. They was all Bruce Wayne. I really think on that Batman Power Hour on CBS, I want to say Barbara Gordon showed up over there too as Batgirl. I really want to. We got Batgirl over there in live action. I don't think we went back and forth as to whether or not Batgirl should be there. I don't think we went back and forth about Robin being there. I think Robin and Batgirl were there to serve a purpose, and they uplifted Batman extended the legacy of Batman to the point where you can get a Nightwing comic book, but you buy a Nightwing comic book, you're going to think about Batman. You buy a Batgirl comic book, regardless of who the Batgirl is, because it's been more than one of them, you're going to think about Batman. Who's Bruce Wayne? Even though you know it's been other Batman, Richard being one of them, you're going to go back to Bruce Wayne. Well, why T'Challa can't get that? Bruce rich, T'Challa rich. Bruce smart, T'Challa smart. Okay. Bruce Mr. Sexy Flexy, T'Challa Mr. Sexy Flexy. What we doing? Bruce one of the smartest folks over there in DC, T'Challa one of the smartest folks over there in Marvel. The whole Justice League scared of Bruce. Well, they do say T'Challa is the most dangerous man alive. Carol Danvers said that herself. Okay, what we doing? What we doing? I'm trying to figure out, make it make sense. Make it make sense. My dog soloed the Fantastic Four. My dog soloed Grim Reaper, and he wasn't even an official member of the team. Had to save the dadgum Avengers and everything like that. My dog voted Vision onto the Avengers. He did that. He voted Vision as a full-fledged member of the Avengers. He was there to see when a Vision cried and everything like that. My dog that threw hands with Ultron 5, Ultron 6, like my dog been in it from day one. Why my dog can't get what Bruce get? I'm gonna get to these notes. I'm gonna get to these notes. What it say? Meister say he can't stay long, but he here. Everyone kept telling me about Batman in school, but then I read Christopher Priest Black Panther and said I don't need Batman, I got Black Panther. From there I went back and read McGregor's run. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to figure out why T'Challa can't get what Bruce did. Let me see here. Let me go down a list of what Bruce did got real quick. Let me see here. Y'all could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'm gonna be wrong again. Let me go here real quick. Let me see what Bruce did got. Bruce gets recast, multiple interpretations, alternate versions, animated adaptations, games, Elseworlds, different tones, different relationships, different filmmakers, different continuities, and decades of experimentation. But Bruce still Batman. Why ain't my dog got that same thing? That's all I'm asking. I think that's a fair question. Why my dog ain't got that same question? And I'm trying to get some answers, because 4 plus 4 ain't getting me 8. I'm trying to figure out why this character can't get what this other character got. Because if I just change some stuff around, I know folks say no. But other than the fact that some dude ain't got a kill rule, they can be the same person. Because one dude is the Prince of Gotham. One dude is the King of Wakanda. The other dude is the Prince of Gotham. Yep, Sure is. But my other dude, that's the Prince of Gotham, he get to do some stuff. Do some stuff that don't take nothing away from him. You want to go get a award? Go get it. You want to go get another award? Go get it. You want to go get another award? Go get it. You want to go, you got a son now, cool. You still Bruce, you still Batman. And we'll grow all them other characters. Damian sit up there and have his own damn comic book. I done seen Tim sit up here and first you Robin, then you Red Robin, now you Robin again, now you Lark, now I guess you Robin again. I don't know what the hell going on. But anyway, all them characters get developed. Not at the expense of Bruce though. They get developed alongside Bruce. They get developed outside of Bruce. Over here, no. It's either T'Challa or them. It's either you get one or you get the other. You can't get all of them. And if you do get all of them, we're gonna put all of them in one comic book, so you ain't got no time to develop nobody. So who Madam Slate finna go up against? So it's gonna be Akibe and who? Let me see. Hold on. So, because I know what happened in the comic books. I'm not trying to be funny. This one I go down memory lane. So I know Akibe kidnapped the Queen Mother Ramonda. So is Akibe gonna kidnap? I got it. I just figured out the plot for Black Panther 3. I see how we get here. Y'all think, because we say we want to bring in Akibe, right? Yeah. We're trying to figure out why Shuri is no longer the Black Panther to the point where Toussaint got to do it. So I'm gonna say Shuri gonna get kidnapped or come under the sway of Akibe, right? She not gonna be fit to be the Black Panther. No. Is somebody gonna have to go rescue her? We borrowing some storylines. I just want us to know that real quick. The person that's gonna have to prove his worthiness to go get her, Winston Duke M'Baku may or may not make it out of Black Panther 3. I'm just telling you right now. Because what role does he play if Toussaint got to step up and do it? So Toussaint is going to step up, go through the trials, the ritual, because he got to go get his auntie. He got to go get his auntie and everything like that. And his mom, Nakia, who we've heard rumored, she doesn't want him to pick up the mantle. That don't make no damn sense. Because she's afraid of what's going to happen to him. Once again, I reiterate, that don't make no damn sense. She's going to begrudgingly allow him not have a choice but for him to go save Shuri, because that's T'Challa, his father's sister. And that's going to anoint him as being the Black Panther, and he's going to defeat Akibe, played by Denzel Washington. And Nakia may or may not at this juncture become so pissed off about this, she becomes Malice. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. Let me see here what we got going on. Bring it back. These notes. So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out though. I'm trying to figure it out. I need some help from the Rock With Me Nation to figure out what's good, what's really going on. Giving credit where credit due though. That's not what we want to do. I'm trying to figure out why T'Challa can't get that. I need some assistance from everybody that's in the line. I want those that's here but might not be saying nothing. I'm struggling. What's going on? Grand Madam Tarot is in the building. What's Grand Madam? What's going on? Now tell him that T'Challa is still nowhere. Yeah, I'm still mad. Ramonda is still deleted, but apparently will come back to show up in the Djali. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm thinking that's gonna get Shuri to go ahead and embrace, I don't know, her griot personality. So what? Never mind. So we're gonna see Queen Mother Ramonda. We're not gonna see T'Chaka, because I keep saying it's like both actors that played T'Chaka are still alive, like the father and the son. Like, I mean, because you know, I ain't saying, like, I'm just saying, like, they still alive, and T'Challa could really be like a Black Panther that's in the tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never mind. I ain't writing it. And I got Wakanda at the house. I ain't got to do it. The 10 issues of Message from the King are done. I just started drawing. Okay. Let's see. I really hope it's Akibe LOL. Go make up another character. This Cougar 3 doesn't try to be comic accurate now. I just want to know why a dog can't get. I would need you to review Message of the King, Theo, when it's done. I will. You got Batman throughout every era in time, and they all bruised. Meister says, like, this has never happened ever. This is pure insanity. So, Meister says, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Like, why are people letting this happen? So, I mean, that's a deeper question. Why are people letting it happen? Because the justification for it happening has shifted, right? Um, There's a reason why I'm doing the video, the live right now. Like, why can't T'Challa get what Bruce gets? Because it begs to a deeper question, and we don't really want to have that discussion. But what do you want as a people, right? When you talk about, because you compare yourself to somebody else, you constantly talking about what somebody else got that you ain't got, rights that they got, privileges that they got, benefits that they got. You saying that they run stuff and everything, and I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm not saying that's true or not. What I'm saying is this is a constant complaint. Okay, so how do you get there? How do you get there? Because if I look throughout history, right?
Somebody not on the door?
Shouldn't have been. You can check it. So if you look at history, right? And it's just history. This ain't no coming for somebody, making it about this, making it about that. But if you look at bringing people over to America, that was done on purpose. You know, whether those people came willingly or they didn't come willingly, it was a purposeful act. That's what it was. Folks did it, and to the richest go the winners, right? The spoils of the war, right? And then you had people that get here, and then when they get here, they figure out a way to gain control of the land. Okay, well, they took that. Like in each instance, somebody took something. It wasn't handed. They took it. Okay, well, just because we've been a part of wars as a country where we've come out on top doesn't mean somebody didn't intend to take something from us. No, there was something on the line. We didn't just go to war for no reason. No, there was something on the line. Okay, well, we're not going to let you take it. Even when you look at stuff in recent history that applies to a certain demographic of people, certain rights weren't given, they were taken. They were fought for. Folks died for those rights. Folks voted for those rights. They just weren't handed out. You had to go get it. And everybody didn't make it to the finish line. Kind of is what it is. Well, you're not going to get what you want if you're not going to fight for it. And fighting for it means exactly that. It means fighting for it. There's no limit. There's no statute of limitations on how long you're going to fight for it. No, you're fighting for it till you achieve the goal. That's what that is. And you don't give two damns about setbacks. Setbacks happen all the damn time. That's life. You keep pushing. You keep marching because you didn't put a time frame on your goal. You said, in this particular instance, recast T'Challa. That's what was that was the statement. Not recast T'Challa if. Not recast T'Challa conditionally. No, the statement was recast T'Challa. You either own it or you don't. I'm not here to tell you whether you are or you aren't. You know better than I do. You either do or you don't. But if I'm on the outside looking in, no, we did not own it. And you see how I just lumped myself in that conversation? No, we didn't own it. So when you ask the question, how did this happen, is because we weren't prepared to go the distance at no point in time. For whatever reason, we were not prepared. But now, am I saying as a primary proponent of recast T'Challa, give up? No, because I still don't F with the MCU. But that's me. I can't ask everybody to do what I'm doing, and I'm not gonna be frustrated trying to encourage folks to do what I'm doing. I'm not. I got Wakanda at the house. That's why I don't have to get caught up in certain conversations. I don't. I get caught up in conversations I choose to. And by more often than not, I choose not to. Why? What we finna talk about? The validity of why T'Challa should be around as a character. I ain't got to explain that to you with any other character. And you're not just a fan of T'Challa. You're a fan of some other characters out there, so you know what that look like. No, you're being disingenuous, and I ain't got time for that. And then when it comes to the actor, man, stop it. Or as they used to say on the TV show Alice, I think her name was Flo, kiss my grits. I'm not trying to hear all that. You know what respectability look like. And the fact that the only damn thing you talk about when it comes to the actor is just the damn movie says a lot. When I know damn good and well, when it comes to some other folks, they've spoken about this actor in ways that ain't got a damn thing to do with Black Panther. So stop that nonsense. And even if that was the case, you can't tell folks a damn thing about the character he portrayed outside the MCU. That ain't no damn loyalty. That ain't respectful. You don't give two damns about the character he portrayed. So stop that. That's the cap. Some folks don't want to hear that. No, that is what they want to hear that. And the cringiest damn thing out there is sitting up there sucking up so much that you can't stand 10 toes down, that in no history whatsoever, you're finna sit there and say, oh yeah, well, I guess we'll take the son being in a relationship with the wife from the comic books. The fact that you expect fans of Black Panther to sit up there and accept that, while you know you're a fan of Batman and they're a fan of Superman, and at no point in time would you ever make such a stupid behind suggestion. You will make this suggestion to the Black Panther fan. Why? Why? I'm a Batman fan. You know what? We ain't finna settle for that over there. And if I ain't finna settle for that over there, I ain't finna settle for that over here. So you got me effed up. That's the thing. You got me effed up. You think I'm just a Black Panther fan. No, I'm a Spider-Man fan too. We didn't like Paul. They didn't like Paul. We didn't like Paul. All of us didn't like Paul. Paul got to go. We don't give two damns what the editor said. And the editor said Paul wasn't going nowhere. Use a lie. Paul gonna get up out of here some way or another. You gonna do something with Paul. Paul gone. Paul gone. We ain't saying we Spider-Man fans from all across all types of genres, video games, comic books, action figures and everything. Some of us take our Spider-Man fan all the way back to when this dude was, when I was in damn middle school. So we Spider-Man fans. We go back to the Spider-Man does whatever us, to the Nicholas Hoult days. So we don't give two damn about all that. No, Paul finna go. I'm looking at Black Panther fans and I'm like, golly. Because you would never do that over here. That'd be the damnest thing with me. You would never do that over here. You would never suggest that. You finna say, really, Tom Holland died today or tomorrow? You really finna say kill off Peter Parker? No. You finna walk to the stage and say that his performance, because it is, somebody could make that argument, as Peter Parker was iconic, transcendent in and of itself. You not gonna you gonna come to the stage and say that? No, you're not. Stop. You not gonna say nothing about Peter, just like you ain't say nothing about Thunderbolt Ross. Stop that. Stop that. And the cast and crew ain't finna say a damn thing, just like they ain't say a damn thing about Thunderbolt Ross. Hell, you could have an actor that looked like Thunderbolt Ross, i.e. the actor, and still see you can get Anthony Mackie to say this stuff all damn day long. You're not finna get near one of them to say that. Stop the cap. Stop that. Stop that. We done already seen that in the MCU. So my question in this video is, why T'Challa can't get what Bruce get? My dog can't even get a relationship. Bruce got a whole ass child over here. And this how desirable Bruce was. She wanted it from him. I need that. And then you got Selena. She don't know whether she coming or going. Do you want to be an anti-hero? Do you want to be a full-fledged villain? Boy, that Batman thing is something serious. Why my dog can't get this? Both don't even want my dog in a relationship. Both will sit up here and say, my dog is in relationships that's been forced, but Toussaint and Aurora is not a forced relationship. That's crazy. The folks that say my dog is forced into a relationship with Aurora can't even suggest of another woman for my dog to be in a relationship with. Meanwhile, Bruce over here knocking them back. Why my dog can't get that? I'm standing 10 toes down. I asked the question, why my dog can't get what Bruce get? Why Shooter can't get what Nightwing get? He got a comic book. He do. What my dog Casper Cole at? Cole Tiger. Why he ain't got no comic book? Tim got one. I'm just asking the question. I'm just asking the question. Why Tosin? Why Tosin ain't a part of the Young Avengers? We sitting over here looking at Damian being a part of some team. Well, T'Challa got a young dude over there too. Why Tosin ain't part of the Young Avengers? I just want to know why it's either T'Challa or everybody else. We ain't doing this with Bruce. We ain't doing this with Bruce. My dog got a whole list of proteges. Why my dog T'Challa ain't got a whole list of proteges? My dog didn't reform criminals. T'Challa didn't reform the criminal. Bruce reformed criminal, got a whole behind TV show coming out right now called Clayface. T'Challa sitting over here with a dude called Horatio Walters, a reformed criminal. Why my dog can't get what Bruce get? I'm gonna go to the notes because I ain't getting no answers. I'm gonna go to the notes. Because I feel like I'm shirking my responsibility. I low-key feel like I'm venting too. What's going on, Nanzi the Spider? Is she? What's going on, Big She? What's going on? Kamoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group in the building. What's going on? Meister said, like, people wanted me to do a lie to make me buy into. Man, I ain't doing all that. Now, tell him, said, today's topic question is, why can't T'Challa get what Bruce get? In your own opinion, yeah, because I'm struggling. I'm struggling back in the kitchen on this OG Steve. You see me, Kamoyo. You see me. See, this why you can't forget where you come from. You can't forget where you come from. You might have to go back. You did what I'm saying? You might have to go back. Yeah, let me see. Like how you call Marvel racist, then cheer for T'Challa's death. I don't even understand that one. But you know what? That's a different conversation, Meister, and I could go down that road, but we're gonna keep it right here. Now tell him said T'Challa can't get what Bruce is getting because even our own people participate in holding T'Challa back. That's weird to me. That's weird to me. I see y'all greeting Sheet and everything like that. That's weird to me. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you're a Black Panther fan, right? Like, okay, so I'm a Black Panther fan. Right? I'm a Black Panther fan. That's what that is, right? I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about nobody else. This may or may not apply to you. It is what it is. But see, I get excited when I see Shorty. I do. I ain't gonna lie. When she showed up in Imperial, I was excited because I was like, okay, we got the brother and sister duo tandem back and everything like that. And I knew what it was. She was playing a role like she was T'Challa. Ain't people want to talk about stuff like that. Shorty was acting like she was T'Challa. That's why she was dressed like that. Why she dressed like T'Challa? Why she dressed like that? Because, bitch, she was leading. She was misleading folks. You ain't ever finna ask Natasha why she dressed up as somebody. Damn. Let the sister be great. Anyway, we got Shorty posing as T'Challa and everything like that. She get caught by Gladiator. My dog like, hey, let me get at you real quick. You put your hands on my sister. Well, I ain't even put my hands on her. Did your people put their hands on my sister? And I'm looking at the dude like, bro, you a whole ass Black Panther, dog. You rolling up on Gladiator like it's nothing. I say, did your people? I'm thinking, I'm going back. Y'all remember that movie Hoodlum? Back in the day, Lawrence Fishburne? You remember when he caught old boy on the stairs? And he said, did you put your hands on my cousin? Did you put your hands on my... Did your people put their hands on my sister? Now see, somebody got to pay this off. Because Jonathan Hickman then laid this out there. I'm gonna need this paid off. He told her to say, okay. So you put your hands on my sister. Okay, say less. We gonna settle up later on. When it's all over with, I'm gonna holler at you. That's gangster. That's gangster. Even now, shoot, we didn't see Shorty do her own thing. She didn't misled folks and everything, got them thinking she her brother and everything like that. You see her brother pull up and everything, let it be known, hey man, y'all ain't finna disrespect my sister and everything like that. Then you see the dude with the Hulks and everything like that. You got Amadeus and you got World Breaker. Stop. That was World Breaker. That was World Breaker. And I just want us to understand something. If we go back to World Breaker, he didn't pull up in Wakanda. To my knowledge, he didn't go to Wakanda. To my knowledge, like I could be wrong. I don't think he went to Wakanda. And if I'm looking at how Jonathan Hickman wrote this, I see why. Clearly, clearly vibranium daggers can pierce the flesh of a World Breaker Hulk. I didn't write that. That's right there. That's in canon. You get mad at that if you want to. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. My dog hit the teleportation. And how many times have folks been talking about, hey man, T'Challa ain't being shown, his intellectual ability ain't being shown and everything like that. Jonathan Hickman not only put respect on T'Challa, but he put respect on Shorty at the same damn time and didn't have to disparage either character. That's the stuff that I love right there. That's the stuff that made me feel good right there. I got the sister handling her business. I got the brother letting it be known you're not going to disrespect my sister. And then I got my brother, who we can say has been written questionably by some writers as of late. You got Jonathan Hickman coming in putting respect on my dog. Bruce get ready to swing his World Breaker. My dog teleport behind him like, it's too slow. You too slow. We ain't even getting Buddy showing up in the comic book like that. And in every scene we get him and his sister, they showing out. Come on, man. I felt good as a Black Panther fan. I did. I felt good. I just like I feel good right now as a Green Lantern fan. I feel good. I got me a whole TV show on. I got Hal Jordan in there. Jon Snow. Oh, shit. Let me get back to these notes. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Let me see. Not telling says I asked that same question. If Tom passes away, are the Spider-Man friends ready? No, man, no. Stop that. No. People thought I was joking. I swear I'm making something T'Challa Center go viral. Hey, it is what it is. I let folks be great at this particular point in time. It ain't. I got Wakanda at the house. It is not up for me to go. It's not for me to go back and forth with you about nothing. It ain't. It's about preserving my peace of mind, preserving the legacy of the character, which to a degree preserves the legacy of the actor that portrayed him, but also independently of the character, keeping the legacy of the actor. And one of the ways you do that, I believe, is to move like the actor would have moved. Folks keep saying this is about Chadwick Boseman. This is about Chadwick Boseman. Well, Chadwick Boseman did participate in a protest at Howard. He did not want the schools combined. He didn't quit. He felt like that was worth fighting for. He didn't quit. When it looked bad, he didn't quit. When they told him the signs looked like they was getting ready to rename the school, he didn't quit. He stayed in it to the last possible second. Well, if I say I'm a Chadwick Boseman fan and I consider recast T'Challa to be just as worthy of fighting for as he did for making sure them schools stay independent of one another, then it ain't for me to give up. Not even when folks tell me it looked bad. Not when folks tell me the writing is on the wall. Oh, no. The thing for me to do is to keep fighting to the very last second. And you know what I can say? Toussaint ain't T'Challa. So it's still something to fight for. It's still something. We got T'Challa still popping up in comic books. Ain't he and Namor getting ready to interact with Dr. Doom? That ain't Toussaint. That's not Toussaint. Didn't they just drop an action figure up for pre-order on August 13th on Amazon? That wasn't Toussaint. So the MCU and those that rock with the MCU can continue to say whatever it is they want to say, but Marvel ain't stupid. Marvel not stupid. They know the way for me. The only way I can get you to come see Black Panther 3 is to give you a T'Challa adjacent character. And I hope that's good enough for you to come to the movie. See, we just didn't realize we had them on the cliff. We didn't want to push them over. We didn't understand that them saying Toussaint was them saying, okay, we understand we effed up. If we give y'all Toussaint, will y'all come back? What we should have said was, that's not good enough. The son don't replace the father. How about you, big Joker, take little Joker? How about you give us T'Challa and Toussaint? Since you didn't introduce Toussaint out there, now we want T'Challa and Toussaint. Oh, so you're not just going to settle for Toussaint? No. No, we didn't ask you to create that character. You created that character as a replacement. Well, we're not accepting any replacement for Bruce Wayne. No, we want Damian and Bruce Wayne, and we've got animations with Damian and Bruce Wayne. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Won't he do it? Well, since you didn't chose to create the son, now we want daddy and son. And we're not budging. You're not, We want daddy and son. Both of them. Yep. You go ahead and do it. You can do it. Yep. Go ahead. Father and son. You introduced it. Now we want, and guess what? Big Joker take little Joker, because I'm sitting Trump tight. I want father and son in 3 movies. Yeah. Black Panther 3, 4, and 5. Since we want to do it like that, yeah, okay. Well, nah, you want the son. Okay. I ain't got no problem with the son. But that son is not a substitute for the father. I don't know what made you think that was what that was. But see, that's what we should be saying. This whole argument about T'Challa versus Toussaint versus T'Challa. No, the moment somebody said, hey, well, it's going to be Toussaint, it better be Toussaint and T'Challa. Huh? People say, huh, can hear. You chose to introduce that child? Yeah, well, we want the child and the father. Don't kill off the child. Bring daddy back. We not selling one way or the other. We want both. You're going to stop having us feel like we got to pick and choose as a people. We're not going to do that. That way, we stand a great chance of getting what Spider-Man fans got. We might get a father, a son, and a sister, auntie, as 3 Black Panthers on the screen at the same damn time. No, we're not selling it. But we didn't do that. We did that for Bruce. Why we can't do that for T'Challa? Let's ask some questions. Let me see. Jonathan Hickman set that scene up so well, and Victor LaValle dropped the ball by making T'Challa run away from the fight. LOL. Peace, Buck. What's going on? Take care, Buck Meister. Take care. I need the next shooting actor to be fine as a mofo. Look at this dude here. Kamoyo said, I had to go in on Threads because someone was trying to mischaracterize T'Challa and the Royals' relationship in a post about, no, we ain't doing all that. We're going to tell the truth to Shane the Devil. You want them to be together, but that's not T'Challa. It's not saying that. I don't know why we want to try and force that narrative down. We do not have to force that narrative for you to go enjoy the movie. Go watch the movie. Stop saying that, though. Let's see here. We had the opportunity in Israel for T'Challa to have a new woman, but she messed that up with making Besa Okalani. Now, see, we're not settling to recast T'Challa. What's going on, Comics and Robotics? Excited they announced the new Black Panther coming out. I mean, you can be. You can be. You can be. But you see what the video says. Why Black Panther, why T'Challa can't get what Bruce get. So you say you're excited about a new Black Panther. So you're not pressed to see T'Challa. So in you making that statement, you don't see T'Challa like you see Bruce. Why not? It's a fair question. You're excited to see a movie that features the name of a titular character that's not showing up in it. That's your choice. But would you do the same thing for a Superman movie where the titular character wasn't showing up at all? A Batman movie where the titular character ain't showing up at all. And in Superman, the titular character is Clark Kent. In Batman, the titular character is Bruce Wayne. And just like with T'Challa, just like with Clark Kent, there have been various people when it comes to Bruce Wayne that have taken up those names. So I'm just asking a question. You definitely, it's a safe space. It's a safe space, but I'll be looking for consistency. Now, if you say you don't care, you just don't care. And that's perfectly fine. Folks can say that and perfectly feel that way. I'm just asking questions though. I'm just asking questions. Why would you be excited? I mean, he got a right. He got a right. And see, that's the thing. Folks, they think that I'm saying one thing and I'm not. I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. You got a right to enjoy the movie. Some people enjoy Ant-Man and the Wasp into the Quantum Leap. Some people enjoy Flashpoint. Some people enjoyed the Marvels. Some people enjoyed the Eternals. Right? It is absolutely. I like snakes on a plane. So. As I said to my daughter today, we listen and we don't judge. True valid point. I can't argue that one. And that's the thing. My lives are about bringing together and healing. It ain't about arguing. It ain't about arguing. People do that all the time, and I don't know how you get. There's no production that comes from that. I believe you just ask questions. Just ask questions. I'm not that person. We grown. I'm not going to tell nobody what to do, what not to do. If that puts a smile on your face, that puts a smile on your face, right? Right. At the end of the day, I just want you to be smiling. But when it comes to consistency, right? I'm just going to ask the question. I know I'm a Batman fan, and because this is a heavily lean Black Panther channel, people incorrectly feel like I'm not a fan of some other character. Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I have two favorite characters. One is Bruce Wayne, and the other one is T'Challa. So I get to ask these questions because T'Challa was Bruce Wayne was how I got my introduction in the comic books. It wasn't Spider-Man, it wasn't T'Challa, it was Bruce. So as a long-standing Bruce Wayne Batman fan that has accepted a whole bunch, it ain't ever been confused. Ain't ever been confused. Adam West was my Batman. I didn't think when Adam West stopped playing Batman, we weren't going to get Batman retired because Adam West retired from the role. I just say, buddy got too old. We gonna get another one, and we got Michael Keaton as Batman. Okay, I wasn't confused when Val Kilmer stepped up to the plate. I was like, well, okay, the writer don't want to come back, the actor don't want to come back without the writer, so they finna recast the role. Val Kilmer don't look like Michael Keaton. Same damn character. That was still Bruce. I didn't get confused. I was like, okay, all right, that's still Bruce. Same universe, everything. That wasn't no variant. Ain't nobody get confused or nothing like that. Okay, with Val Kilmer, they want to come back for whatever reason. Here come George Clooney. I'm like, okay, all right. But we still got Batman. That's still the same Bruce Wayne and everything like that. We done brought back the same Robin, right? So we good. Chris O'Donnell, something like that. But we got the same Robin in there. We even get Batgirl. I don't think none of us was tripping on Batgirl being added to the movie. I know we asked questions about them nipples. We wasn't mad about Batgirl being in the movie. We was trying to figure out, why did y'all cast Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze? We told y'all this was a bad idea. All the Batman fans across the world, whether we comic book fans, animation fans, like we all said Arnold Schwarzenegger is a bad idea. We all said that just for us to pay good money to go see this movie. And who the hell was this? Because that wasn't Bane. Y'all said y'all was going to give us Bane. Y'all said y'all was going to give us Bane, and we sitting up here having flashbacks of that comic book. Nightfall, we having flashbacks of it. So you telling us we finna get Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane. Us Batman fans, we excited, we salivating and everything. And you give us this nonsense, this food. We all felt that way. Ain't none of us like that damn. We're like, oh, y'all tried it. Scared everybody and their damn mama. They didn't want to come back. So, what? No, we ain't doing that no more. Damn, no more superhero movies? No more superhero movies. Then what happened? Blade. We all went to that movie. Not because we knew who the hell Blade was. Say it with me. We went to that movie because we knew who the hell Wesley Snipes was. Wesley Snipes got a new movie coming out. Dude from Passenger 57? Yeah. Dude from Drop Zone. That dude right there. He got a movie coming out. Yeah. Blade? Yeah. What's that about? Vampire, brother. A black vampire? Yeah. Yeah. Wesley Snipes? Wesley Snipes. Bro, I'm gonna have to check that out. That's why we went to go see that damn movie, because it was Wesley Snipes. And then we would say, oh, damn. Stay with me. We said, we looked at how well Wesley played that role, and we said, damn, let me go find out about some Blade. That's what you said, let me go find out about some Blade. Now you reading up on Blade. You studying Blade so much to the point where Sticky Fingers show up on TV as Blade. And I'm sitting there like, that's Blade. This is this the same universe? Okay. I did finish all 24 issues of the latest Ultimate Black Panther run. Pretty good story. Did not like the borders on the cover though. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Some of us like the story too. I enjoyed it. You know, everybody not saying that, but I enjoyed it. I did see some opportunities there and everything like that. But the only reason why I looked at it like that is because I read Brian Hill's 10-issue run of Blade, and that was a different energy. Like there was a sense of urgency with that 10-issue run. It's almost one of those things where I want to say, I could tell he enjoyed writing Blade. Like I could really tell he enjoyed writing Blade in ways that I can't necessarily say I felt like he enjoyed writing Black Panther. Not saying that it was a bad run like yourself. I bought it and everything like that, reviewed it. I enjoyed it. I wish it would have been a little bit more different, but hey, you get what you get, right? You get what you get. Every story ain't gonna be a great story. There we go. Grand Madam says the powers that be don't want T'Challa to have that. What the other superheroes have sound familiar? Yeah, Grand Madam, it does. It does. And I tell him, says, I see how Storm fans going to bat for Aurora when it comes to X-Men 97. The casting for Storm live action and even Marvel Rival, but we don't have that same support for T'Challa. And that's the hypocrisy. And that's why I don't say anything. I can look at a comment about somebody saying Aurora was disrespected. And because I'm an Aurora fan as well, I can look and say, okay, yeah, I see what they're saying. And give them the benefit of the doubt, give them grace, if you will, in ways we aren't giving grace as Black Panther fans. And that speaks to the video that I did last night. What happened to Black Panther fans? When did we move the goalposts as Black Panther fans? I thought that's what we said. Because I'm like, I ain't ever got to do this as a Batman fan. Let's stand on its own merit. Oh, you a Batman fan? Oh man, that's what's up. What's going on? I mean, and I just want us to think about this. I have been out in public wearing a Batman shirt, the Batman logo. It be the gray shirt with the black logo. No yellow, no blue or nothing like that. And somebody would say, hey man, that's a nice shirt. That's a nice shirt. You ain't getting that with necessarily no, you ain't, no. No, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that. You can't even slide around. You could go to a club. You go to a club. Stay with me. You can have your Kimoyo beads on. Folks wear they Black Panther fan. You can go to the bar. Stay with me. You know what I'm talking about? Take that wrist that's got the Kimoyo beads on it. Lay that wrist down on the counter. and look at the bartender and say, let me get a rum and coke. Folks will look at the Camellia beads on your wrist and won't lock in. But they Black Panther fans though. You could wear the Panther teeth claws. You could wear the Panther claws around your neck. It's just accessory jewelry. You going out. Matter of fact, bump that. Here we go. You got on the Panther claw necklace. You got on the Camellia beads. You step. You ready. You feeling good. Because I do. I got a fresh haircut today. Shout out to my brother Kent at Champions Barbershop on Tennessee Street and everything like that. You hooked your boy up. Good looking. I feel good for about 14 days. I feel good for about 14 days. I'm about to come back and see you. But yeah, you feel good about all that. You ain't finna get no love. We been on social media talking about the 60th anniversary. We ain't getting no love. They ain't heard no, oh man, I didn't know that. Oh man, congratulations. Oh man, that's exciting. Oh man, that's what's up. We can't even get a kumbaya moment. It's T'Challa, i.e. the Black Panther 60th anniversary. We don't get too damn. Action figure coming out based on the Jonathan Hickman story that folks finna go watch on December. We ain't getting no love. Don't get too damn about T'Challa. But let that be Bruce though. No. Let that be Bruce. Folks get mad if Bruce ain't done a certain way. You got Batfleck fans. I didn't even know what the hell a Batfleck was. That's some folks want. Okay, never mind. Never mind. You don't want to do that. Let me see. I have the Seal Blade VHS promo for the first movie. Only comic book stores received it. That's what's up. Let me come back. Let me see here. Let me see. Rolling. Yes, Brand Madam. All right. Till not tell him. We covered that run each issue right here on this channel. He gonna do the same for Black Panther and Name of Doom too. Make sure you come back for that. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Hell yeah, I come back for that. Hey man, we Black Panther centric over here. Look at the playlist when you get a chance. Look at the playlist. Yeah, we trying to keep. They say the quickest way to kill a man's legacy is to stop telling his story. That's what somebody said, and so I have taken it upon myself. I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I have definitely taken it upon myself to continue the legacy of one Black Panther by telling his stories and everything. And by telling his stories, we get some other stories and everything like that. And by telling his stories, we're going to always remember that Chadwick Boseman played T'Challa first, live action. Yeah, see how we did that? Just do that on that thing. Also, if you like Chadwick Boseman's version of T'Challa, Black Panther, and you are a comic book fan of Black Panther, might I suggest Chadwick Boseman's movie on Netflix, Message from the King? I suggest that movie because if you are a Black Panther fan, i.e. a T'Challa fan, you're going to see a lot of similarities between the character Jacob King, played by Chadwick Boseman, and the character T'Challa, played by Chadwick Boseman. It's going to remind you of T'Challa from the comics, especially the version of him that was in Hell's Kitchen, i.e. Mr. Concord. Yeah, check that on out. Let me come on back. Let me see here. I've worn the Panther teeth necklace out casually before, and I've had parents stop me asking if I could take a picture with their young ones. At that moment, I knew how important T'Challa was. You know what? It's one of them things where it's like, I don't even know why we would have to say it. Come on, yo, listen to me now. Sirius XM Radio. You got Chadwick Boseman. I think I got Danielle Guerrero. I think I got Michael B. Jordan. And I think I got Lupita Nyong'o. Right? I might be getting some of the names wrong. But Chadwick is talking about how much it meant to him that the two boys that were Black Panther fans didn't live long enough to see their favorite character hit the screen. Now I'm thinking that should be a lock-in moment right there. I'm thinking grown folk, parents, this is a lock-in moment. Like, if you can't lock in right now, when you gonna lock in? Damnest thing. We didn't lock in. I'm like, so that didn't touch nobody's heart? Because he was crying when he said it. That ain't emotionally moving nobody, ain't choking nobody up. Okay, stay right there. Then we get when he passed away. I ain't never seen no shit like this before. Like, we was heartbroken. Christopher Reeve hurt himself in that horseback ride accident. We was hurt when he passed away. I ain't never seen no shit like this. And I think the reason why I ain't seen no shit like this here, because we didn't teach nobody, we didn't give nobody an impression we were doing no shit like this here. When Chadwick Boseman passed away and Marvel made it official, they was gonna delete him. You saw folks sharing photos of kids crying. Most of them boys. Folks be so quick to call folks today misogynistic for fighting for T'Challa. I could make a strong argument. Quite a few folks was practicing misandry, not giving two damns about the number of boys that had lost their damn mind. Like, they had the character. I'm like, hold on, T'Challa not dead. And I'm like, so Dad, Mom, ain't nobody in the house a Black Panther fan. Y'all really gonna sit up here and let Man think the character dead? Y'all don't want to take Man to the comic book store? Y'all see Man doing this, and y'all just, what y'all finna do is take a picture of it and hope this ish go viral. You see my son's so hurt, they killed the Black Panther. No, El Stupido. The character is alive in the comic book. Why are you content to sit there and watch your child ball out of control? That was irresponsible for no damn reason. Ain't none of my kids think T'Challa was dead. They like, oh. No, none of the women in my family think Queen Mother Ramunda dead. None of them. This is, I wish you would go, Queen Mother Ramunda dead. My dad said that the Queen Mother Ramunda is still alive. Just like T'Challa is still alive. So I don't know what you talking about. Because my daddy is a Black Panther historian. Now, yeah, I ain't nothing about, the people going, no. And sit up there and watching the boys. I'm looking at women on The View. I want to say Garcelle Bouvier, the one that was on the Jamie Foxx show. Oh, I was so disappointed. She got 2 boys. Oh, my boys were so upset that they were killing off T'Challa. I'm like, so you didn't console your kids, your sons, by telling them T'Challa was still alive? You gonna let your sons, and that was the thing. We said trauma porn. We sat up there and were perfectly okay, and we're still okay as a people with our sons dealing with trauma for no reason. Their favorite character got killed off. And as parents, we didn't fight for them. That's the truth. Your child's favorite character, if it was T'Challa, got deleted. You didn't fight for him. You didn't care. Your child is walking around believing that if ain't nobody told your child better, your child is walking around believing that unlike any other fictional character, their favorite character got deleted. And as their parent, you gonna sit up here and throw some arguments out here. Well, it's just fiction. It ain't real. No, you being a fraud. I don't want to call your parenting skills into a place like that, but if you're going to be content with your child watching superhero this, superhero that, and you can't keep it a Honda with your child in regards to T'Challa, you're being irresponsible as a parent. I said what I said. Let me see here. Let me see. Excellent idea, T'Challa and Son Tucson. Oh, yeah, I ain't playing with that one, Grandma. Woo, let what you say the most, BK? Yeah, sounds like they trying to make the kids forget comics exist. I don't know how. You can't make. Hold on. Hold on. Hey girl, look at you. What's going on?
So I was just calling to tell you about, I guess, the end of my first week.
Okay, how was it?
It started off rocky, and I was very pissed off and annoyed and mad at my coworkers.
Hold on for a second, girl. Hold on for a second. Hey y'all, this been fun. Daddy duties called and everything like that. No. Listen, I'ma holler at y'all later and everything like that. Y'all come kick the bobo with me and my brother D Real, 9:45 Eastern Standard Time on his channel, Be Real with D Real. Till then, in the meantime, in between time, remember the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and so yeah.